A shutdown is not worth anything, and that you should not have a Trump shutdown. You have the White House, the Trump shutdown. You have the White House, you have the Senate, you have the House of Representatives, you have the votes. You should pass it.
No, but I can't get it passed in the House if it's not going to pass in the Senate. I don't want to waste time.
Well, the fact is you can get it started that way.
The House we can get passed very easily,
okay,
and we do. But the
do
problem is the Senate, because we need 10 Democrats to vote, and they won't vote.
Now, Pelosi challenged the president and Republicans in the House, and they might call her bluff. House Republicans said late today they will try to pass a $5 billion funding bill for the wall. This would be a stunning rebuke of Nancy Pelosi. And my question is, would a shutdown put pressure on Schumer to cough up the Democratic votes needed to avoid a filibuster? For answers, we're joined by House Majority Whip Steve Scalise and former acting head of ICE and Fox News contributor Tom Homan. Congressman, was this part of a coordinated plan? Was this all planned out, or was this the president kind of shooting from the hip on his own instincts?
Well, Laura, this is the president saying, I'm going to call you on your bluff. You know, you want to talk about shutting down the government. You want to talk about blocking border security. I'm going to bring you into the White House and lay out exactly why we need to secure the border. And frankly, President Trump laid out a lot of real important specific details why it's important that we secure the border. The illegal crossings that happen every single day, 10 known terrorists, according to Homeland Security, on average, that come across our border every day. In the caravan, over 600 convicted criminals that are part of that caravan. We need to secure the border. President Trump ran on securing the border. It's time we back him up on it.
Tom, look, you've been in the fight and the thick of this for so long, and I frankly, I said this on radio this morning, I cannot believe we're here.
No,
the country is, this is a crisis at our southern border. Toxic environmental mess, health crisis, humanitarian. Little kids' lives are being endangered down there. Human trafficking, drugs, guns, all the rest, gang activity. And that's just getting started.
Yeah, I've said it over and over again. Look, I don't care for Republican or Democrat. There is no downside on securing our border. It means less illegal immigration, which means you don't bankroll the criminal organizations that have killed our officers. And there's less illegal immigration, less drugs, less illegal immigration. I don't see the downside. The only thing I wish Trump would have asked Schumer on camera, well, you voted for 2006 border barrier. What changed other than the anti-Trump agenda?
Yeah, Kellyanne Conway made that point earlier, and others. I mean, Obama, all these guys spoke so passionately about the need to have this fence, but now Trump says it's a wall, and oh, no, we only got to give a pittance of the money. By the way, Jackie Speier, Congressman, spoke out today. I want to share it with you. Let's watch.
He could set up that opportunity to test out his theory that he has the votes. I don't think he has the votes in the House. He's acting like he's a cornered animal, and he lashes out. That's not the description of any president that I want in charge of our country.
Okay, go back to the point I made in the last segment. Rather than offer a substantive menu of solutions here, it is personal invective. It is Trump is this, Trump is that, he's a dictator. And you should hear what she said. There's no solutions. They're not going to argue about how we're going to do it better, or we actually have a plan for reforming asylum laws that's really going to cut the flow. It's Trump's a bad person. Is she right, though? Do you have the votes?
Oh, well, Laura, first of all, there is strong support in the House.
You have the votes?
For securing the border and giving the president
what
the tool
does that mean?
he needs.
You have the votes for the wall?
So if the president says $5 billion is what I need, and ideally, you try to get an agreement with the Senate, and that means you have to have some Democrats as part of that agreement. But if not, we can pass it in the House. We've been trying to get an agreement with the Senate because ultimately to get the bill to the president's desk has been the objective, not just to pass a bill in the House, but ultimately we can pass a bill in the House. The president's saying, I'll at least meet with Senate Democrats and House Democrats to see if we can get an agreement. The president is trying to get an agreement to solve the problem. I think what you're seeing right now, and today it was on display in the White House, Washington Democrats want open borders more than they want an open government.
They don't want to give him a win. Isn't that a big part of this?
That's a big part of it.
He could have solved this last January and February about during the other mini shutdown when the president said, give me the chain migration cuts, the visa lottery. We wanted to verify that.
And Chuck Schumer initially agreed to all of those things, and then the radical left is the ones who went and kind of blew the whole deal up.
President also said something about the wall and its current state that made me curious. Let's watch.
A lot of wall has been built. We don't talk about that, but we might as well start because it's being built right now, big sections of wall, and we will continue that.
I must have missed the wall being built. What wall? Where's it being built, Tom?
Well, I think what it means, they're upgrading certain parts of the wall.
That's not a wall. Stop saying it's a wall. There's no wall. If you want a wall, say we don't have the wall, and I know it's bad 'cause he made the promise, but they're not building the wall. Right. So you got to stop saying that. That undercuts. He was great. I thought he was great in the Oval Office. You don't have to.
It was great, but understand there is about 100 miles of wall being built, but that's not anywhere near where we need to go to get this job done. So there's a small start. But there's a lot more work.
There's not a lot of the wall.
But
it's 1,600 miles.
It's not even.
It's not a wall.
It's not the wall that Border Patrol wanted, right?
No.
The Border Patrol they have Rangers at
SEALs trying
to penetrate that wall. The wall they want is the one they need and the one they should be funded. That's not what was funded in the last bill.
And they also want the technology and the tools to keep our Border Patrol agents. And you've seen this, Laura. You've highlighted it.
Yeah.
Our Border Patrol agents are under attack by a lot of the criminals in this caravan. We need the tools to keep our Border Patrol agents safe, who are keeping America safe. That's part of this fight as well.
But I still say if we don't reform those asylum laws, people pouring in on those asylum.
And oh, by the way, every single member of the caravan was offered asylum by Mexico and work permits by Mexico, and they turned it down.
We've got to keep the pressure on the Democrats. They're on the wrong side of this, and the American people are with the Republicans.
American people want border security. Let's go get it.
You hit the nail on the head when you said this is the anti-Trump agenda. They don't want to give him a win. Look, you got Schumer and Pelosi. Both support sanctuary policies in their states. So they want a sanctuary policy to keep illegal aliens in, but they don't want to fund a wall to keep them out. You got the two of the worst people in the Oval Office even talking about border security. They put their political futures ahead of this country's security, which is their number one responsibility. Shame on them.
California and New York.
Yeah, they entice people to come here illegally because come to a sanctuary state.
IDs in New York City he gives them all the ideas. They get whatever they want. They get their IDs and they get their ability to work. No problem.
Absolutely. Come to New York City or come to California. You get to a sanctuary state. We won't work with ICE. Welcome.
We'll demonize ICE. Guardians of the Galaxy?
Absolutely.
I don't think so. All right, guys, thank you so much. Great to see you.